I can't help myself anymore. Those memories have become a lifeline for me, something I hold onto when the nights grow too heavy and the silence starts asking questions I'm not ready to answer. I've spent countless nights going through your old love letters, reading the same words again and again, not because I forgot them, but because they remind me of who I was when I wrote them, and who you were when you read them. There's something grounding about your handwriting, about the way your words carried warmth even when we were apart. They don't just tell a story. They carry a feeling. A time when everything felt simpler, slower, more honest. Some nights, I read them carefully. Other nights, I just hold them in my hands, letting the weight of the paper remind me that what we shared was real, not imagined, not exaggerated by time. I know people say memories keep you stuck, but they never talk about how memories can also keep you alive. How they can steady you when the present feels unfamiliar and uncertain. I don't read your letters to reopen wounds. I read them to remember love without noise. Love before opinions. Love before fear complicated everything. There are lines in those letters that still undo me. Words you probably wrote without realizing how deeply they would stay with me. You had a way of saying simple things that felt permanent. Sometimes I wonder if you remember writing them. If you remember how sure you sounded. How unafraid. How present. I trace the edges of the pages and think about the version of us that existed then. Not perfect. But honest. Trying. Believing. Those letters remind me that I didn't imagine the connection. That I wasn't alone in what I felt. That at one point, we were speaking from the same place, even if we're not anymore. I don't live in the past. But I visit it. Quietly. Respectfully. Because parts of me were formed there. Some nights, I read until the sun starts to rise. And instead of feeling sad, I feel grounded. Like I've reconnected with something essential that the world hasn't been able to take from me. I know holding onto letters might seem small. But sometimes small things are what keep you from breaking. They remind you that you were once loved without conditions. I don't expect those words to come true again. I don't read them with expectations. I read them with gratitude. They remind me that I am capable of feeling deeply. That I didn't close my heart when things became difficult. That I stayed open, even when it hurt. There are moments when I want to stop reading them. To put them away and move forward without looking back. But healing doesn't always mean forgetting. Sometimes healing means honoring what mattered. Without trying to recreate it. Without trying to force it back into the present. Your letters don't ask anything from me. They don't demand answers. They just exist. And that's enough. If you ever wondered whether your words mattered, they did. They still do. They became anchors in moments when I felt like I was drifting. I don't know where we stand now, or what version of us exists in your memory. But I know this. What we shared left proof. Not in promises, but in ink. In words written honestly, without knowing how much they would one day mean. And if I'm quiet sometimes, it's because I'm listening to the past with kindness, not regret. Letting it remind me that love once lived here. And that I was brave enough to feel it fully.